How you guys doing? My name is Stan Bates from T-Shirt Side Hustle, and I help people start t-shirt businesses from home, wherever you at. And today, I'm bringing you guys a video that is very, very important to me because it's about my #1 job, and that's about being a dad. And it's also going to update you guys and let you guys know why I'm in the hospital and bring you guys some information. So let's get into it right after the intro. All right, guys, I want to jump right into the information. And this video is kind of like a dedication to my man Charles and BlackFathersAssistance.com, and also to update you guys on what happened and why I'm in the hospital and some stuff like that. So very, very first and foremost, if you guys don't know about Charles, Charles is what I would call the ad guru. If you like my content, you're going to love his content. He's done everything with ads. He's great. He has a wealth of knowledge to share. Some of you guys already know from my previous videos with him and following him now and taking some of his courses and things like I did. And you guys know niches bring riches is one of the things I believe in, and it's pretty much walking hand in hand with what he believes in. And I'm asking you guys to go visit BlackFathersAssistance.com, which is his niche brand, to break the stereotype of what it means to be a black father. You guys know my kids mean the world to me. And this situation that I'm in now kind of reinforce that and let me know that. And the reason why I believe this is important is because I used to get frustrated when I would be out and I would see somebody and they'd be like, yo, I like what you're doing, you know, keep it up, or, you know, like giving me a pat on the back for doing things or something that I just look at as normal, like this is what I'm supposed to do. And I had to really look and try to understand why people were doing that. And it's because, you know, as a father, you know, we don't get the respect or the due that the mothers get, right? And, you know, it's fine because mothers do, you know, are huge impact or different things like that. But at the same time, you know, it should be equal in my eyes, right? And then particularly being a black father, I believe the stereotypes are a lot worse. You know, they expect certain things from us and it's not always the case. And sometimes as a person who don't believe that I need to be pat on the back for doing what I'm supposed to do, I can understand now why people do feel the need, because there are a lot of things that come with being a black father that some people really wouldn't understand. And just breaking that mold and that stereotype is something that needs to be done. And Charles put together this brand in a way to do that. And I feel like the mission is pure. His heart is pure for it. I've seen him with his kids. I've been around him. And, you know, we all come from different backgrounds and different ways of doing things. And as a father of 4, 3 biological kids and 1 that I decided to raise as my own, it's just really, really important, man, that we celebrate fathers as much as we do mothers. So if you know a father out there who you want to get a gift for, you don't know what to get them, because you know, they ask me all the time, what you want, man? I really don't need anything for Father's Day. You know, I don't think I need to be celebrated for it. But I do appreciate it. And if you're looking for something, just jump in and join the cause. He got some great shirts. I put a link down in the description for it, for you to pick it up and go check it out. And if you're the dad, you want one, get one. If you're the mom, or you know somebody who's a dad, your friend's a dad, your dad, your kid's father, get your kid's father, or get that person rather, a gift, man, that can celebrate a mission or cause in the right way, to bring some good light to something that is normally stereotyped as bad, man. And I like I said, I'm a father of 4, and I understand all the different parent situations. And I want to say to the fathers out there that are going through some rough times, man, just be the best dad that you can be, and everything else to take care of itself, despite what, you know, people think you should be doing or people want you to do. As long as you know deep down inside that you're doing the best that you can do, that's what matters. And you just try to be better. Like I try to be better every single day. There came a point in my life where, you know, it really weighed me down. And I had to look in the mirror, man. I had to look in the mirror and say that I'm trying to hold it together for this video. But there came a point in time where I had to look in the mirror and tell myself that I was doing the best that I could with the current situation that I was in. Sometimes you got money, you got no time. Sometimes you got time with no money. And then sometimes you're working so hard that you don't have the time to spend, and you don't have the money either. And I had to tell myself that if I stopped being a dad right now, not that I died or anything tragic that happened to me, that I had already been a better father to my kids than I had personally, right? And when I told myself that, it kind of like a weight lifted off my shoulder. And I had someone who was actually my father, pretty much raised me since I was 3 years old. And I had a real hard time accepting it because I always wanted my dad there. I want my dad there. And, you know, he was at every football game. And that one game that my biological father did show up to ended up being like one of my worst football games in my high school career. And it took me till I was 23 to realize that I was looking for my father to be at the games, and he was always there, right? I could always look to the gate closest to the exit, standing on the gate, wouldn't sit with my crazy mom yelling in the stands, but he was always there. And it took me 23 years to realize that, and it was still kind of tough to accept, right? So I said that to say, you know, if you're a father going through it, as long as you're doing the best that you can do, that's all that matters. So I want to talk to you guys about kind of like why I'm in a hospital right now. So I was stabbed in my abdomen. I'm not going to go into the details of it. And when that happened, I had a chance to make 3 calls, basically. And the first call that I had a chance to make was what I call an alarm call. Somebody that I knew was going to answer the phone. It may be the only phone call that I make. I had friends and I know people who've been in like what may it seem like to be less of a situation. A friend got shot in the butt and never came out of surgery, right? And died from being hurt in a place that, you know, you thought you would brush off or not worry about. So that was the first call. And in that first phone call, it was basically saying, hey, call my mom, let her know I've been stabbed. I'm on my way to the hospital, and listen to me very closely. Where the money was at and how to get to it, how much you'll be there. I don't know how long you'll be able to have access to it. And I don't know, you know, whatever the case was, I wanted the money to be able to be taken care of, to get to the kids for as long as they could get to them. And that was the first call. The second call was to Jada. And I told her to make sure, you know, to take care of her brothers and sisters. And Jada is kind of like the glue. You know, if she's gonna be the caregiver, she's gonna hold the family together. And that's just her personality. And I wanted her to know that it's very, very important for her to do that. And it's the third call was to Peanut, and Peanut is gonna be the one to protect the family, right? Take care of the women. We protect our women, and make sure that his sisters were protected physically. Period. And so those are the 3 calls that I got to make. I didn't get to call my oldest, and my youngest is really not in the position to answer the phone. So with that being said, I just wanted them to understand that they got jobs to do for their family. And I think it's important, and it kind of ties in to, you know, you never know, you know, what's going to happen. And now I already knew kind of what I would do in a situation like that, because I talked about it before, and I talked about it with my friends. If something happened to me, you know, hey, tell Jada to take care of the family, take care of brothers and sisters. Tell Peanut to protect everybody, and then to tell my oldest that it ain't no money, so she better get to work, right? And just jokingly and knowingly, knowing my kids, those are the things that I want my friends, if something were to ever happen to me, you know, not that I want it to happen, or, you know, in the case that the only thing that I do know is that at some point, you know, we all are going to go over to the other side. But those are the things that are important for me to pass on and instill to the kids, because family is very, very important. So like I said, man, my man Charles put together something to fight the stereotypes of what it means to be a black father. And I think it's a great cause. And I was actually supposed to be in production where I made a grave miscalculation. And it's hard to admit when you mess up, but he's getting it together. He got it together. I put together a plan for him, and he put together a plan. Went with the plan, and I was supposed to be there right now just to support and be another piece to help pack and ship orders. And we would try again at a later date. And now that was one letdown. And then now I'm ended up in the hospital, and I've been here for a week, and I'll be out soon. Now that everything is going in that right direction. I was in the ER like, hey man, I gotta stitch me up. I gotta get on the flight. Things turned to be a little worse than I thought they would be. And actually Jada was like, hey dad, it's okay, you know, because if something happened to you, I wouldn't be complete. So you stay in the hospital. We don't have to go to Atlanta, because she was looking forward to going to Atlanta as well. And then Peanut was going to come shortly after. But without ranting, like I said, I didn't want to rant in this video. The mission is pure, man. And I think, you know, if you, like I said, if you know a father out there who's doing what he's supposed to do, it's hard at times, and just get him a gift. If you're struggling to figure out what to get him, this is something that I believe you could get him to help celebrate his fatherhood in the right way, and also fight the stereotypes, and maybe be a kind of like a role model to some father out there struggling in a similar situation. So kind of struggled to get this video together. Down in the description, go visit Charles on Instagram and here on YouTube as well. And stay tuned for some of the content that we have coming. And like I said, man, go visit Black Fathers Exist. I appreciate you guys. This has been your boy Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle. Peace. Whew, that was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be.